Hello, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be doing a reading for you today. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what messages are coming out for you guys. What is going on? We're just going to see what messages come through for you guys. Most important message that needs to come through for you guys today. So what do we have? What is going on? Okay, we have a story coming out. A snail. A hedgehog. And a lantern. So I'm getting, first of all, the first message I'm getting is that with time, you're noticing something more or you're seeing more of something. There's also a message about slowly unraveling the details of a story or details of your purpose, where you're going. More details that are making up like your story, if you know what I mean, like your life story, or like not that you have to write a book one day, but if you did write a book one day about your life, like things that you'd be writing about, that's what I'm talking about. Like there's more details to your story, to your purpose that are unfolding. There's also an energy of loving yourself a lot more, or feeling a lot of gratitude for who you are as a person. Okay, lots of self-love. Being really, like I'm getting like being really soft with yourself, or being really gentle with yourself. Same thing, really, but that type of thing going on here. Not only details of your story, aspects of your story and your purpose, but also abilities. This could even be skills, traits that you hold within yourself that you're recognizing, or other people could be recognizing them as well, but you are truly recognizing parts of you and feeling gratitude for who you are and feeling lots of love for yourself. You could be feeling really proud of yourself. You could be working with your inner child, or you could be doing work for your inner child, with your inner child in mind, like being really understanding with yourself, having lots of unconditional love for yourself. There's something about a realization or some type of clarity, or like I'm getting like a fog clearing type energy going on here. And this could be about a lot of different things, but first of all, I'm getting that like it's like you're understanding yourself, or you're looking back and you're understanding why you took certain paths, or why you were in certain types of energy. You're being really understanding with yourself. This is literally inner child work. This is literally shadow work that's being done here, or has been done. Some of you guys might be writing or journaling a lot. This is creating a lot of progress when it comes to healing different energies that are on you, that you've picked up throughout your life, associated with your shadow self. Okay, that's a specific. That's just what's coming through. This is some really beautiful transformation and metamorphosis, butterfly type thing. going on here, okay? There's also a message about like, as like this love is growing for you, like from yourself, there's also like a mirroring effect, or this is unfolding into a situation where someone else could also be loving you the way you love yourself. They're slowly loving you more and more. That's not for all of you. You're being urged to take your time. That's what I'm hearing. You're being urged to take your time with this progress and with discovering more parts of yourself and more parts to the story, more parts to your purpose, like I was talking about in the beginning. Things are being revealed over time. There's a lot of work that you have done, are doing, or are about to do, if this is your reading, when it comes to your past, your childhood, how you were raised, your parents, the people who raised you, the environment you were raised in. Some of you guys might be looking into your birth chart for more like clarity and understanding on that, or you should, and you should look in your 4th house. What you have in your 4th house influenced how you were raised. And there can be a lot of healing in doing that research for yourself and really looking into, you know, what's going on in your 4th house. Because it'll like, if your birth chart hasn't already blown your mind, it will blow your mind when you look at what was going on in your 4th house, or what is going on in your 4th house. It really like exposes like the energies that you were raised around, the environment, the people, the beliefs that you have ingrained in you. There's a genuine need to forgive yourself for paths you've chosen, things you've chosen, decisions you've made. I'm hearing choices. This is all the same. This is the same stuff being said over and over again, but really, truly forgiving yourself. There's also a message about putting other people's opinions aside, not letting other people's opinions affect you, what you do, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your situation, what you've gone through, why you've made certain decisions, why you are where you are now. Releasing anything that has to do with like a community providing judgment, your family providing judgment and criticism, or a group, friends, your like local community. Something about kind of like letting go of other people's opinions and like where other people are placing you is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you are important, okay? And that's, you know, that's an obvious one, but that's what I'm hearing. You're loving yourself more and more every day. You're growing fonder of yourself, or but it's not like necessarily anything has to be changing for that to be happening. What's changing is the forgiveness you're giving to yourself, the self-love that you're giving to yourself in general, the work that you're doing in the analyzing or reflecting on your past. Again, like I was just talking about how you were raised, the beliefs that were instilled in you. Okay, forgiving yourself for specific decisions. That work is like, it's expanding your heart chakra is really what's going on here. It's clearing out your heart chakra, activating your heart chakra, keeping it balanced by doing that inner work for yourself. Okay, so this is creating progress daily, like with how you're feeling about yourself, what your beliefs of yourself, who you know yourself to be, it's expanding every single day. Okay, it's like there's an emphasis on progression, taking your time. Something's moving slower. But again, I'm getting the message that this is translating in a relationship, or it will translate eventually down the road. It turns into this is mirroring outside of you as another person. This is a soul partner, whether they're twin flame, soulmates, whatever they are to you, whatever you resonate with or connect with or whatever. They are connected to you in some way, and it's like they are loving you more and more and more. Every day they find a new reason to love you, okay? There's something about, okay, there's a kind of like it feels off topic, it's not off topic, but like it's a little bit of a message about something about timelines. Okay, I'm getting something about, because I'm thinking about, like, I can't tell if this energy, like, if it's mirroring at the same time, but then I'm getting a message about something about timelines. It's all happening at the same time, like that whole, everything is happening at once. There's no like linear distinction between what happened yesterday and what's happening now. But hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Some of you guys, this part might not be your message, but there's something about you are loving yourself more and more as someone else is loving you more and more. Again, not that that matters, just as a side note, but either way, you're loving yourself more and more. Someone else is loving you more and more. And it's mirroring like that, but they're happening at the same time, but they're not happening at the same time. It's like you're loving yourself more and more. You're in a relationship. Some of you guys are in some type of, you are with someone spiritually prior to being with them physically. That's a confirmation for someone. There's something about timelines coming up. What's happening now and what's happening next week. There's something about that going on here. And that might just be confirmation of this reading. For some of you guys might be researching or doing your own experiments. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, not sure what that is. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm hearing I love you, I respect you. This might be you talking to yourself. This might be someone talking to you. I don't know why that distinction is so, like, that's part of the message. Like, you are loving yourself, someone else is loving you at the same time. I don't know what that's about. Okay. High Priestess. Healing is obvious. Whatever that means. Yeah, some of you guys, you're with the Four of Pentacles on the bottom. There is something about looking into your fourth house. You have Justice. Pisces and Libra energy, by the way. Also Gemini. I'm getting Gemini. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys might work in a spiritual field. There could be something about getting recognition or getting recognized for who you are. some sort of talent or skill that you have. There's something about utilizing skills that you're realizing you have, or you're working with some abilities that you have. You're discovering something that you already held within you, a talent, an ability. Like this is like discovering a natural talent type thing going on here. You were taking your time moving through this cycle, or you are going to be taking your time moving through this cycle of reflecting and addressing your past so that you can move forward. But you're being guided very, very, you're being micromanaged by your spirit team. That's funny. You're being like really like meticulously guided to work through something. I don't know, it's like I'm getting something about something happening daily. You're doing like one thing daily, or one thing is getting healed daily, or you're addressing one thing daily. You're taking your time, you're being guided to take your time. The thing is like you might not even know what's going on or what's happening or that this is happening. It's like you're being like tricked into healing. You're tricking yourself into healing. You're just doing it without realizing what's happening, okay? You're addressing the issues. You're closing out different cycles and there's a strong emphasis on progression. And I know I keep kind of repeating myself, but this is just, I say it how it comes to me. So if I'm repeating something, it's because it needs to be repeated. It's just like emphasizing the emphasis. Major spiritual healing here. Regardless of what this ends up to be for you, the common thing here is there's major spiritual healing when it comes to your past cycles, and forgiving yourself. Forgiving those who influenced, and some of you guys don't want to hear this, that's why it's coming out the way it is, but forgiving those who influenced your past to be what it was. Specifically, I'm getting forgiving parents, parental figures, people you were raised by. Forgiving it, but it's obviously, forgiving isn't for them. It's for you. It's to release you of the burden of any negative influence you may have experienced that may have led you to make certain decisions, or you feel as though certain outside factors in your childhood and life made you, or pushed you to making certain decisions. Forgiving all of that, forgiving yourself for making the decision, forgiving the negative influence for negatively influencing you, releasing yourself from all of that, because it's the past. It's in the past. It's not something you're looking towards moving towards. You're looking towards releasing it. It's in your past. Your future, much brighter. Much brighter than anything that you may have been holding with you from your far, far past. This is like childhood energy. And it's cause of this card. The tools that she has here in on the table. It's like, if you see the spill here, if you can see that, the milk in where'd it go? This deck over here, the Oracle deck, it talks about your childhood, your parents. And we have the skull, and look, it's black. So it's dark. So there's something dark in your past that you're releasing. And we have the creature's paw, which talks about forgiveness. Some of you guys, this could be, also talks about friendship though. So there could even be something about friendships. I'm hearing that I've soured. Oh. But certain friendships, hearing specifically peers, okay, that influenced you in a way that you see as negative. Or not that, I don't want to say that, because it impacted you at the time in a negative way, like it made you feel a negative emotion, or again, it may have led you to make a decision that ended up being not a benefit for you. But everything happens for a reason, and you are who you are because of what you've gone through. But that doesn't mean you have to hold the burden of anything. It doesn't mean it's time to release it, or you are releasing it, or you have released it. You are aligning with your true birthright, your true destiny, your true, version of yourself, the true version of yourself, who you truly are, really incorporating all aspects of who you've been. That's the important part of working with your inner child, is like, you don't want your inner child to be influencing you negatively now and making you not take certain paths or feel a certain way or react a certain way to others or manifest your future more of what you have manifested already that you decided doesn't align with you. Hopefully, if you don't know what I'm talking about in this reading so far, then this is not your reading. I say that a lot, but I feel like it's important to say. Just in case someone's like, what? Like, if you're not grasping it, like if you're not following along with me, then it really isn't your reading. But now I can't remember what I was saying. Last thing I remember is you don't want your inner child to be influencing you negatively now. You want to bring on those aspects of your inner child to your current self so that you can be working with all parts of yourself. And this is also a part of calling back your energy and calling back versions of yourself that you've left behind, that you have ignored, or that you have rejected even. There's abilities and light in those places that have been shut away. There's a lot of power in accepting all aspects of yourself. And there's something about taking a journey back to your past here. So some of you guys, there could be something in dreams, something from your past could be coming up a lot, something from your past could be coming up a lot specifically in tarot readings. Some of you guys might be getting readings, whether they're personal or they're from other readers or whatever, that they're speaking on a past situation you've experienced, or they're speaking as though it's current, but it actually happened in the past. That might be happening right now for this reading, but it's because you're being brought through, something's being transmuted from you. You're transmuting something yourself, and you're being kind of conned into it a little bit, like you're being tricked into it, but it's not a bad thing. Trick has a negative feeling to it, but it's like your guides are just slowly having you cleanse something. It's not just one day you just sit down and you reflect on everything that you've ever gone through and poof, now you're on your way. This is something that's happening or happened or will happen with progression. Has been happening is what I'm being corrected to say, but without you even realizing, without you even knowing. But yeah, and this could be, again, why your past is showing itself. There's also now something coming up about timelines. They're happening now. You're tapping into your past, but it's happening now. Okay, I don't know what that's about specifically, but that's what's coming out. Wow, Cancer and Capricorn energy here, and Scorpio. All three major arcanas, but the Cancer Capricorn dual energy type thing, they're opposite signs. Again, there could be something with your fourth house. Your fourth house, how it's influencing even your 10th house, because it's the Midhaven, the MC, and then the IC. And the IC is talking about your past. It's talking about how you were, again, like I was talking about the fourth house, how you were raised, your ancestors, how your parents were raised, how that influences you. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And the opposite point of that is the 10th house, the Midhaven, and that influences your, I want to say your future, okay? It holds your purpose. It holds your purpose in society, like how you relate to the world is what I'm hearing. And there's something, I don't know, there's something going on. You have to look at your birth chart, okay? Whether you've looked at your birth chart a million times already, every time you go back to look at your birth chart, especially if you're looking at something specific, even if you've already looked at it, you will get more information. Something else will be enlightened to you, will be opened up to you. New information. Some of you guys are discovering a skill that, again, you're monetizing it, you do it for work, or you're going to be doing it for work. Some of you guys are literally light workers, Lantern in the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys are, you work in a spiritual field, or you will, if this is something you desire. The love you have for yourself, the love you're gaining for yourself every single second is justice. Releasing any other opinions that have been formed about you from anyone, whoever they are. It doesn't matter who they are, who they are to you, who they are to the world, does not matter. That is something that you are also putting in your past, if you haven't already. Yeah, you know yourself way better than anyone else could even dream of knowing you. Something with the water signs, okay? Some of you guys might have a lot of water in your chart. Some of you guys, water might influence the water element. The water signs might influence something in your, like I was talking about in your birth chart with your 4th house. And even your 10th house now, that's what's coming up now. Your IC and your MC. Can never remember, that MC is midhaven. Is it midheaven or midhaven? I don't know. I always say midhaven, but it might be midheaven. Either way, IC, I can never remember what it stands for. Is it like Incubus, Centauri or something? I literally don't know. But yeah, those are something, if you haven't already, no, even if you have already, there, you might want to go look at your birth chart at those points. All right, any other messages that we need to talk about here? Anything else that we need to talk about here? We have the Mother of Swords. Being called to mention Libra energy. We have the Father of Cups. That's interesting. One other card, but I'm getting something about, what I'm getting from this is there's something about a masculine energy kind of adopting, or, what's the word for it? Adopting, or kind of moving in a more watery type energy, moving in a more emotional type energy. There's a masculine energy that's is adopting their emotions. I don't know why I keep wanting to say adopting, but is moving more with their emotions. There's a feminine energy that's moving more with logic, with thinking things through, being really analytical. I don't know, there's something about feminine energy with masculine tasks, and masculine energy with feminine tasks, or energies, or they're functioning out of these other energies. What that tells me is that there's a lot of balance with someone's masculine and feminine energy. Okay, my camera's about to stop recording at 30 minutes. So thank you very much for being here. So much love to you. If this resonated, I hope it provided you with guidance and clarity on your situation. Literally so much love to you as you move through anything you move through. And thank you again for being here. Bye.